Welcome to Holistic Human Performance Podcast. My name is Gena Bradshaw, where we talk all things holistic health, wellness, spirituality, fitness, meditation, energetics, and so much more to help you become the healthiest version of yourself. Let's dive in. This is not medical advice. This is simply to help you on your journey through health, fitness, and wellness. I hope this helps. You can complement this with anything that you are doing currently in your life. Enjoy. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Holistic Human Performance Podcast. I'm your host, Gena Bradshaw Vitale, and today we have a dear friend, a soul sister. We're on our pregnancy journeys together, and I wanted to have her on as we discuss like this new chapter in life for anybody who's going through that transition. We have Nicole Demare, and we are just like diving into. She has her own podcast. She is literally just such a fantastic human being, and I'm so excited to have you on. Welcome to the show.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for having me. My soul
Yes,
sister.
soul sister. And shout out to Brianna Diorio. She was on your podcast, I believe, and I saw you guys chatting because I'm friends with Brianna, and I was like, this chick is so cool. I need to hit her up. And like that's how we started chatting. And then I saw that you were pregnant and we're literally what, like 1 or 2 weeks apart.
We are literally a week apart.
A week apart.
We're a week apart.
So
So
crazy.
crazy. But yeah, shout out to Brianna. You are
We love
we
you.
love you.
So, how are you feeling?
I feel great. I
Yes.
feel so calm and so excited at the same time. It's a crazy, wild time being pregnant, but I'm so grateful for this journey. It's been magical. How are you feeling?
I feel good. I was just we were talking off air and I was saying like I had like a little bit of nerves hit me the other day and I
Mhm.
was like, "Oh man, like life is like drastically about to change."
Oh yeah.
But in the best way possible. My husband, and I know we were talking about our husbands too. They're both entrepreneurs, but either way, like my husband was like, "I'm excited. I'm ready to go." I'm like, "Oh, are you?" Because I have to give birth still. So
Like you're ready? It's so fun. My husband is exactly the same way. He's like, it'd be nice for the baby to come, earlier, like right now.
no.
I'm like, no, you can't. You do not say that. Baby needs to grow a little bit more. We're still
Yes.
2 months away.
Lungs
He's gonna,
need to develop, brain needs
yeah,
to fully develop.
yeah. I
Like,
mean,
please.
yeah. I know though. I'm so ready. It feels like it's gone by so fast. I don't know about
I
you.
know. No, like
Yeah.
actually, blink of an eye. You think you have so much time in the beginning. You're like 9
Yeah.
months, like whatever, it's
Yeah.
fine. Really 10 months, but either way. And you're like, oh yeah, like I have time. And I'm like, I literally wrote a list down yesterday of
Hmm.
like, I need to do this. I gotta do this. I mean, whatever I get done, I get done. It's fine. I'm not
Yeah.
like freaking out about it, but I needed to get it out of my brain so that
Oh
I'm not,
yeah.
you know what I mean? I'm like a little bit more organized with that.
Yeah. And it's funny too, because we have energy. And I don't know about you, but when people ask me how I'm feeling and how I'm doing, I'm like, I feel great. I have energy. Like don't have weird cravings.
Same.
And they're like, well, what? They're almost shocked at
Confused.
confused. Like, are you actually pregnant? Is there actually something growing inside of you? I'm like, yes, there's a big bowling ball inside of me right now. It's
And
massive.
won't and literally won't stop moving. We were just talking about
Oh,
how much our
yeah.
babies are moving.
Oh, baby's moving like crazy. And it's a good thing.
Yes. Good for brain development and muscle development too, I was reading. So
Yeah.
and also, I don't know about you, but it gives me this sense of like, oh, baby's good. Like
Baby's good.
baby's good.
Baby's so happy. And do you know what's so crazy? I had this thought this morning of because our babies are so close together, I wish we lived closer
I
so that they would
know.
grow up and be besties.
No, like literally besties, potentially maybe
Yeah.
even date. I don't know.
I know. Maybe we could actually be, wait, what would we be? If our kids ended up getting married.
That would be so sick. That would be awesome. Dreams. Well, we love to travel to Florida, so like,
Yes.
we're coming to visit you guys, so
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I'll come
Um,
visit you too.
yeah, yeah, come to New York. We'll just like have like a good time. Um, okay, so you're glowing. I
Oh.
wanna talk about because there's so many women out there who are either struggling or they're not in the same boat as us,
Hmm.
and that's okay. What do you think were the most crucial things for you that helped you to prepare for holding baby, pregnancy, and going through this time? Because, I know same with myself. I'm still moving, I'm still lifting. You love Pilates. I always see you doing your
Yeah.
Pilates. So, what are some things that you think helped to prepare you the most to transition, excuse me, into this phase of life?
That's a great question. And I feel like I've been asking this question to different professionals and even myself lately. Like, what has really helped me prepare for pregnancy? And it really comes down to the foundations
Mhm.
and really simple things like eating well, nourishing your body, moving your body, but also just relaxing and being completely open to whatever happens. I think that's not talked about enough. We live in such a fast paced world
Mm.
and there's so much going on. There's this underlying stress of wanting to get pregnant and wanting to feel perfectly ready to get pregnant. But the truth is, you're not going to feel fully ready.
No, I definitely don't.
Same. I don't know. I just think it's this combination of feeling good. So, eating well, sleeping well, hydrating, moving your body, so that when you move into pregnancy, you already have established that foundation of feeling good. So, you're not really changing anything. You're just stepping into this mentality of, okay, now I'm growing another human. And now I have to just be more cautious of, yes, what I eat, how I move my body, what I'm putting into my body, and how I'm listening to my body. So, really listening and tuning into that inner knowing. Because at the end of the day, people are going to tell you so many different things. The media is going to tell you how to be, the social media is going to tell you They're going to give you so many different things of what to do when you're pregnant, but it's really just listening to that inner voice and that inner knowing of my body knows and I got this. I don't know if I
Mm,
answered your question, but it's really
totally. It's
just,
very simple.
it's simple.
It's totally simple.
Yeah.
I I remember in the beginning, I definitely, and you understand this, just like being entrepreneurs and trying to kind of like, I don't even want to say balance, but kind of balance like what's going on, like how are you going to do this? I was watching something last night. I forgot what show it was. And they were talking about, because they're both entrepreneurs, and they were talking
Mhm.
about how they like want to be ready. They want to be like spot on, like, business as at this point, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, no, that's not like how it works. Like
Mhm.
when baby comes, baby, spirit babies around you, like, and to be honest with you, not to say that it's like your window will pass, but like women do have a shorter window
Mhm.
for carrying baby in a safe manner without having interventions, right?
Yeah.
Especially if it's your first baby and your body like it knows what to do, but it's also like confused, like, oh man, like what's happening right now?
Right.
And I was just saying to myself, like, these people don't get it. Like, there's no way that you can just be so prepared for baby to come in. Like, yeah, okay, there's a point of being like easeful when it comes to, they were really more concerned with finances. I'm like, you guys are on TV, you both have your own businesses, and you're worried about finances. Like, what are you talking about?
I know. We lose sight. It's so easy to lose sight of the whole point. And the whole point is really connecting with your baby and coming back to yourself and trusting yourself. That has really helped me when those things come up of like, oh, how am I going to transition of, my morning routine is going to be completely off when I have the baby and all these small fears come up of my life is going to change and for the better. But when you're transitioning into something completely new, it's so easy for those fears to come up and to run with it and to scare you and make decisions that you wouldn't normally make when you are conscious. So, what's really helped me is to, when those fears do come up of, you know, if there's money things that come up like, oh, I'm not going to be working during this time, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe I'm going to lose myself, my body, how's my body going to recover? Just trusting yourself and trusting the process of, you will bounce back. These things will work its way out, and it always does. And the whole point of it all is connecting with your baby and starting a family. And I think it's so easy to lose sight of it. I don't know about
We're
you,
no,
but
we miss the point of society now.
yeah.
The nuclear family is being like very much destroyed right now in
Mhm.
society. And we have forgotten that, like women are the carriers of life, and also like in order to keep society moving, like we must procreate and it's
Yeah.
like, and also be with our kids, be present for them. And
Yeah.
from my husband and I don't know about you guys, but like we're not doing the whole daycare thing. Like,
Mhm.
obviously not everybody is in a financial situation to, do that. But
Yeah.
like, I want to be there and be present for my child and future children as much as I can, as much as possible. Teach them just things that I didn't learn growing up, or I see other kids are not getting growing up. I have to share this story because it was so, I posted this actually the other day. So I was walking because I'm in the phase, I don't know about you. And I saw your post the other day about like slowing down tremendously in third trimester. Like I am right there with you, sister. I'm like
Oh yeah.
walk, walk, walk. Like I lifted yesterday, but today I was like, I just need a walk today. Like I'm just gonna keep it where it's at. But anyways, I was walking my dog and I see this mother trying to teach her 15-year-old son how to ride a bike. Okay. And in my head, I'm like, he's 15 and doesn't know how to ride a bike. Okay, there must not be a male present, like in the home of some sort, right? And I
Yeah.
had spoken to this woman before, just like walking the dog, passing their home or whatever. And she's getting like super frustrated with her
Mm,
son. And it actually was so like crushing to me. Like I wanted to intervene, but I didn't want to, cross a boundary. But at the same time, I was like, this is like the point of parenting. So
yeah.
he was freaking out, freaking
Mm.
out. And it was like simple cues of like put your foot on the pedal, push off with your opposite foot, and just go forward. No helmet on him, nothing. She's trying to hold him with like a towel. I'm like, what's going on here? And then he's like freaking out, and she was like, "You're 15 years old and you don't know how to ride a bike. This is ridiculous, blah, blah, blah." And she's like going in on him. And this kid
Oh,
is
it's
having a
heartbreaking.
full-blown panic attack, like mad
Oh,
fear. I felt so bad for this kid.
that's
Like
so
my
awful.
parents like never were like that.
Yeah.
Um, and she's like, "You keep saying you can't, you keep saying you can't." And she literally just she goes, "I'm done." She walks away.
Oh, that's so heartbreaking.
I literally looked at this kid and I'm
Oh,
like, you just crushed his soul and crushed his confidence. Like
oh yeah.
in that moment, I was like, what's the point of parenting? Like
Yeah.
what are we doing here? Like this is why so many kids have anxiety,
Yeah.
panic, all of these things. Like this is a simple skill set. And
Yeah.
also, aren't you the parent? Wasn't it part of your job requirement to teach him how to
Yeah.
ride a bike? Isn't
Yeah.
that insane?
That's insane. That's like one of so many stories that you see, like in passing, you see how, everyone is entitled to how they parent, and it's like
Of
so hard to,
course. You don't want to
intervene.
like intervene and
Yeah,
like,
because you're
yeah,
just like everyone has their
their
own
own
right,
style.
their own style to parenting. But yeah, you're totally right. That society has lost the point, and at the end of the day, the baby needs love, food, and a diaper. That's it. Like we're gonna be put into situations we're gonna be like, I don't know what I'm doing, but
Yeah, it's our first babies. Like
it's
we
your
have no
first
idea.
baby. So yeah, I love how you said you're not doing daycare because, you know, a lot of people don't have that luxury of, being able to stay home. And we too, like we have the luxury of I have the luxury of staying home and being with our baby and, you know, being present. And
Yeah,
that's one thing that I wanted to be in this pregnancy was be present for everything and
that's what
not,
it comes down to.
yeah, it's everything.
And so, okay, so we're in third trimester. What has number one, what do you think? Because I know the answer in my head. What was like the best trimester for you? And then what has shifted as you've gotten closer to due date and third trimester?
Ooh, that's
Like
a
what's changed?
great
What have you
question.
changed?
Okay, so your first question was what was my favorite trimester?
Yeah.
I think I can't really say because my third trimester, I don't feel that fatigue that everyone has been talking about yet, knock on wood. Um, my favorite, I think the second so far. I think every trimester except for the first has been great. Like the first trimester, I was just very tired, which is totally normal because your body's like, what is going on in here?
Yeah.
Um, but I would say, but like even now, coming closer to, baby coming, I think this is my favorite because it's like approaching and I'm like getting so excited and happy. So
Yes.
yeah, it's great.
And
Um,
then what's shifted from, like second to third trimester? Like what have you had to really change?
ooh, that's a good question. Um, Eating for sure.
Mm,
Before, I think I could get away with eating, 3 meals and then having like 2 snacks. But now it's like because baby is like getting bigger, and
Mm-hmm.
pushing on all of your organs and like your
Mm-hmm.
stomach just feels smaller. Yeah, definitely smaller meals. So 6 small meals a day. Um, Energetically, I feel like definitely need a nap in the middle of the day.
Same.
It's like,
It's
yeah.
like crucial at this point. Yeah.
Oh
No, I'm
yeah.
right. I'm right there with you.
Right? Like just like a 20-minute power nap, I feel like a new human being after.
Same. Absolutely. And the meals too. Like I literally do not have the stomach to eat larger
Yeah.
meals.
Oh no, I don't know if have you been getting Braxton Hicks yet? Like
Not
pressure?
yet. I mean,
Oh,
not yet, not yet. And girls, so like, you're a week ahead of me, so you're gonna be feeling it sooner, but boys sit lower and
yes.
girls sit higher. So I don't want her to drop yet, of course, because I still have time, but like she's I'm at she's so high that like I feel like she's breaking my ribs.
Oh, okay, so I hear that they start kicking and it feels like it's actually kicking into your ribs when you have a
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah, no, like
Oh,
literally
dab.
that's what she's doing. In terms of, shifting into third trimester, are there things that you're like, this is absolutely working for me?
Hmm.
And, like in terms of kind of the mind, body, soul, because this
Yeah.
is also part of spirituality. Like you're bringing a life into this world. So, is there anything that you would suggest in terms of like that mind, body, soul connection,
Mhm.
spirituality? Like, what would you recommend to those who are either, trying, conceiving, working on building a family, or in their, phase of pregnancy?
Well, I know you talk about this a lot because this is your jam and you have an amazing app that has all of these beautiful offerings, but having a meditation practice and a spiritual practice that really aligns with you. And I think that just takes time and practice of figuring out what you love to do and whether that be like, you know, just a guided meditation, or I like to do self hypnosis now,
Mm,
which I learned through a class that I took or a course that I took this past couple months
mm-hmm.
in preparation for birth. But having a really strong spiritual practice has helped me navigate through this transitional period and has also helped me prep for birth, or not for birth, but for pregnancy. Um, I think having something that I can fall back to when those fears come up, or when I am going through a day where I'm not feeling quite myself. And that happens a lot in pregnancy where you're like, oh my God, I'm growing a little human inside of me and
I
I'm going to
know.
be a mom. And it's just like, it hits you and it's real. You can come back to yourself and a safe place where you can come back to yourself, like your meditation practice. That has really helped me. So there's that. The second thing I would say is regular acupuncture and
Mm,
chiropractic care.
game changer.
Game changer, just aligning your body and your mind. And acupuncture, I honestly wish I started earlier
Mm,
because it really just balances you out. Like your mood. My sleep has gotten so much better from acupuncture. And the lady that I see, she is like the cutest little Asian lady, and she's always so happy and she looks like incredible for her age. She's, I think, like 70 years old, and she looks like she's 40.
oh
Like
my God.
I'm like, all right, if you're doing what I'm doing, then I need to do this as much as possible.
100%. I'm a
You know?
huge fan of
Yeah.
acupuncture.
Yeah.
Totally. I love
Right?
it.
Oh my
Love
God.
it.
So good. What have you been doing?
Similar things, honestly. We're like doing the same thing. Like everything you're saying, I'm like, yeah, same. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like we're two different people, but it seems that the foundational stuff, like obviously we didn't I'll speak for myself here, but I know you too. Like, we didn't
Mhm.
just like start doing this once we got pregnant. Like, we
Yeah.
were doing this prior to pregnancy. Like, it's
Mhm.
it's a lifestyle. And I
Lifestyle.
think what I see happen often, and listen, like things happen, of course, but I see so many women struggle with fertility. And part of the issue is the fact that they don't have these foundational lifestyle habits. They're
Yeah.
stuck in survival mode. Their nervous system is
Mhm.
completely dysregulated. How is you got to clean it up? You got to clean up the space babies trying to come in. You got to make it safe for them and, you
Yeah.
know, be that healthy vessel for them to come in.
Mhm.
And I think that's where I see a lot of individuals struggle. And they're like, well, how do I don't, so you're having a boy, and between having a boy and a girl, like
Yeah.
you just carry differently. And I
Mhm.
can't even tell you the amount of people that are like, "Oh, you're having a boy." I'm like, "No, I'm having a girl." They're like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm having a girl." They're like, "You're not showing in your like I didn't even know you were pregnant." I'm like, "I'm literally giving birth in 2 months."
Same. It's honestly the best compliment
I
because
know.
it
I'm
just
like, "I'm
goes
doing
to
something
show
right."
it just goes to show you're taking such great care of yourself and you carry the baby so well and it shows. I like to think of it this way. You want to create a happy, cozy space for your baby. And how are you going to be able to do that when you're, again, running yourself thin? You're not taking care of yourself. Your nervous system is dysregulated and you're just like not taking care of yourself. How are you supposed to take care of someone else? And
Mhm.
so I don't know. I think having a strong foundation, like of the simplest things, will make your life so much easier when you do get pregnant and you're not going to be trying to switch everything and like create this new
And be
lifestyle.
overwhelmed
Oh my
and
God. Imagine trying to like incorporate meditation, eating well, going to the gym, moving your body, acupuncture, all of these things when you're just like, don't even have the basic foundations of taking care of yourself.
no, so overwhelming to think about, to
Oh,
be honest.
I'd be so overwhelmed.
So overwhelmed. And like getting, going pregnancy, the transition of especially first baby where you have no
Mhm.
clue, like,
Yeah.
where do I go? Like, I got to find a doctor and like all these different things you're learning about. Like, I couldn't even imagine. Like, that's why we do what we do and we share this information because I
Mhm.
mean, and then I see, these women who don't have those practices. They try, they're like, I need to get pregnant immediately. And
Yeah.
like, I don't know about you, but it took me 2 months to get pregnant. But it happened naturally, and I'm so grateful and blessed. And I didn't even realize I was pregnant at the point in time. And my husband's like, I think you're pregnant. And I'm like, maybe I should take a pregnancy test.
Wow, he knew?
Yeah, he knew.
Oh my God.
He knew
So,
before I did.
okay, so we came back from our honeymoon in Vancouver around, I think it was first week of September, and we were like, "You know what? Let's just enjoy our time and not try, quote unquote,
Yeah.
until we're like looking at the zodiac. We're like, Cancer, Leo baby would be really nice. Mesh well with our personalities.
Right.
Because he's a Cancer and I'm a Scorpio. And so we're both water signs. I'm like, okay, Cancer, Leo would be great. My dad's a Leo. I love Leos. You're not a Leo. You're a Cancer, right?
I'm a Cancer, my husband's a
Yeah.
Leo, and my baby's
Yeah.
gonna be a Leo.
And they have the same birthday, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that's what we're it would be cool, but it is what it is.
yeah. She'll come at the perfect time.
Exactly.
So we were like, okay, maybe November we should start trying and then but like let's just relax and go with the flow. And so having that mentality of just relaxing and going with the flow I think really helped because literally the week we started trying, I got pregnant. And
No, that's literally what happened.
it's
Yes.
I got pregnant like instantly. So I got
Yes.
pregnant on our first try and we found out we were pregnant on Thanksgiving. Yeah. It
I
was
was
so
pregnant
cute.
on Thanksgiving. Yes. That was like
Yeah.
when I started to feel weird. I'm like, I think I'm
Um
pregnant.
I felt like it felt like an attached, like it's something attached
So
inside of
crazy.
me. It was like I felt it. And I was like, I think I'm pregnant. And Joe was like, how do you know? Like, this is
You
too
just know,
early. I'm
man.
like,
You
I
just
know, I'm
know.
taking a pregnancy test tonight. And he's like, okay.
So cute.
It was so
That's a valid point though, because as soon as and you know, I fell into this trap of like, why didn't it work right away? Like,
yeah,
why didn't I get pregnant right away? And everyone's like, you got pregnant in 2 months. And you're like, I know, but like I was kind of like, we were trying, I guess you could say. And then my husband was like, we're making it a job. We need to chill. And I'm like, you're so right. And as soon as we just like we were loosely trying, of course, but like we weren't like, okay, we need to, this date, this time, like
yeah.
whatever. As soon as we let that go, I got pregnant like that.
Oh, yeah, because you weren't stressed.
Exactly.
You just like let go and allowed baby to come through.
Exactly.
I love that story so much.
Were you connecting? Because I always talk about Spirit Baby, and this
Yeah.
is really important too. Were you connecting with Spirit Baby before you
Oh,
got pregnant?
I felt him
Mm.
like the entire time. Like he was there. I feel like he was there for at least a year. Like he was around. And I had my healer tell me like, "Are you pregnant?" She used to ask me that every single time we had a
Wow.
session. Like every month I would have a session and she'd be like, "Are you pregnant?" I'm like, "I don't think so. Am I?" Like, what do I
You
not know
tell me,
here?
I don't know.
You're the one who knows, not me. She's like, "Well, baby is like waiting." Like and you know, we had we had a miscarriage
Oh, you did.
2 years ago. So
Wow.
yeah. And so this was, it was interesting because this was, and I can talk about it now because I've healed through it, but
Yeah.
this was around the time where my husband, we were dating at the time. We were trying to figure out what our next step was in terms of
Mm.
like, where should we, like, and we were both like ready to get married, but it was kind of that question of like, are we going to ever talk about it? And we had been like seeing each other for, I don't know, like 6 months, not even, but we knew
Wow.
like it was like
Yeah.
right there. We just
Yeah.
didn't have the conversation yet. And so it was almost like spirit was saying to me, are you ready for this next chapter?
Ooh, I have full body chills. I have
And
full body
I
chills.
remember waking up one morning and this was like after my meditation and journaling. And I just remember having this thought of like, oh, if I get pregnant, I think I'll be okay with it. And then I think it was 5 or 6 days later, I found out I was pregnant. And I didn't even
Oh.
know. It wasn't like obviously we weren't trying,
Yeah.
but I just had this intuitive feeling, this gut feeling that I'm like, I might be pregnant. So weird.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I think, like, I mean, after we didn't even get a chance to like, see for anything to happen, it was very quick. Like it happened at,
Mm,
I think he was 5 weeks old.
mm.
Um, when, I miscarried, and it happens, really quite often. 1 in 4 women actually have a miscarriage for their first pregnancy, and it's not talked about enough. But I think that experience really taught me like, okay, I do have a great foundation in my health and in my health and where I'm at, but it really showed me like if I want to get pregnant, I want to be as ready as I can be in terms of, my foundations of my health and my spirituality, and to really be ready. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just knew that I wanted to take it really seriously. And
Yeah, from
so,
like a foundational standpoint of like
yeah,
where are you and your now husband gonna be,
yeah,
and like we're not just gonna be like la la la, let's just like,
yeah.
you wanted to get married, and it's not
Mhm.
like it's the right thing to do. It's just personally for you on your journey, that's the way that it was supposed to go. And
Yeah.
making you feel more comfortable. And again, like it's the same baby just at a different time. It's the same spirit baby,
Totally.
just at a different time.
Totally. Totally. And he was there like after it all happened. He was there, always there. And that really brought my husband and I even closer and deeper in our love and our commitment to each other. And it just really showed us that like it wasn't even a question after, we got pregnant the first time, like, oh, I want to be with this person forever. And like if this is the way that it would our next chapter would start, having a baby before we got married, then you know what? Like I found my person and it doesn't matter how it happens. It's just we're so grateful that we're here.
What a
So
blessing.
huge blessing.
So sweet.
Yeah.
And now you're celebrating like almost giving birth. So for anyone that, as we wrap up, any like words of wisdom for the listeners who are on this journey, trying to go on this journey, anything that you would like to say?
I would say people are going to project their own opinion on you and their own fears. And what it comes down to is really listening to yourself and trusting your own inner voice and intuition because you always know the answer. It's always inside you. You just have to listen and trust yourself.
Intuition is key and never lies.
It's everything. Honestly, your intuition is everything.
Everything. And I think that's also like such a valid point before we wrap up. So many women especially who are going through this journey and want to either get pregnant, they are going through their journey, or they're in like postpartum and they're new moms. It's always going to come down to your intuition, and you know what's best for your body. You know what's best for yourself. Like, stop denying it. When you clear out this vessel and you're not crazy, like, listen to your intuition. It is a soft whisper, it is this feeling in your body. You just know. Too many people ignore that, and then they,
Yep.
wind up being like, oh, like, why didn't I listen to myself? It's like that lack of trust that they
Yep.
have in themselves.
Yep. And it
So
takes
key.
time. It takes time. So just give yourself grace and love yourself through it all because it's what we're doing. Like we're growing a little human inside of us and we're going to be moms soon. And it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be totally worth it.
Mm. Oh gosh, I can't wait.
I know, me too.
Guys, we're gonna do an updated podcast episode when we're both moms.
Oh, yeah. That's going to
And we'll
be
have
a lot of
so much
fun.
more information to share.
Oh, we're going to give you the real and raw,
It's
like
literally
what they
that's
don't tell
it.
you.
What they don't tell you.
We're going to
So
tell you how
stay tuned for that.
it's going to be so fun. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Nicole, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Nicole Demare. And I have a podcast. So you can find me, the Radiant Living podcast, on Apple and Spotify. And on my website, NicoleHombreBueno.com.
Love it. Thank you so much for coming on. Can't wait for more and so excited for this new chapter in life.
So excited. I love you. Thanks for having me.
Love you too. Guys, if you like this episode, like, share, subscribe. If you have any questions, please reach out. We are here. Talk to you soon. Bye.